What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how proof, evidence, and all that other good stuff does not matter to a narcissist, y'all. It doesn't. I'm being dead serious. Anyway, like and subscribe. Thank you. Yep, you can have screenshots, video evidence, you can have a signed, dotted confession from that narcissistic person, and they will still deny whatever you are accusing them of. This is why I tell people all the time, you do not need a confession from a narcissist. You just absolutely do not. Because as a narcissist, in my mind, you need me for that confession. So as long as you need a confession from me, you're not going to leave me. You're not going to leave me behind. So I will deny stuff even with proof because I know that you need that from me. You need some closure. You want some closure. You want me to set you free. How about no? Well, you can present proof, evidence, whatever. That narcissist will deny, or they'll just stonewall you and leave you alone. They'll give you the silent treatment. They'll get mad at you and rage out on you, things like that. You do not need a confession, y'all. Take your proof, take your evidence, and act on it. Make a plan. Whatever that plan entails, just make a plan. Because as long as you need that confession from them, they can hold you emotionally hostage. You're in an emotional hostage situation right now, and they will not let you go. There's no negotiating with a narcissist. Okay, y'all, so welcome back. If you could read the text on the screen, it says, I have so many screenshots, and he will still try to deny or argue it. Yes, yep. Because so this is how my mind works. If you were trying to confront me with some type of proof or evidence or something like that. Like, you have the proof or evidence. If you're trying to give it to me, if you're trying to get a confession out of me, you're not going to get it. Because I feel like you're going to stay anyway. I don't think you're going to leave. That's how a lot of narcissistic minds work. Like, they don't think you're going to leave. They're challenging you to leave. Sometimes they're like, well, you can leave if you want to. But if you try to leave, if you try to leave, they'll try to stop you or whatever. You don't care about me, rabble. Who you going to believe? Me or those screenshots? Who you going to believe? Me or that video recording? Who you going to believe? Me or the evidence, or all the evidence? Who you going to believe? Your ears, who you going to trust? Your ears, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, all your senses, your taste, or me? And y'all believe them. It's just like sometimes you believe them. I'll believe you. I love you and care about you. I believe you. I just want to get your point of view on this. They're going to challenge you, y'all. They're going to challenge the evidence. They're going to take it. Most narcissists, they're going to take it to trial with you. I promise you. They're not going to confess. They're not going to take a plea bargain. They're going to take it to trial. Will some confess? Yeah. But some are going to argue with you. They're going to stonewall you. They're going to give you the silent treatment. They're going to rage out on you. Like, y'all, and it really doesn't, the proof doesn't matter. Like, you can have screenshots of them talking to somebody, dating somebody, a video recording of them in your house, doing something with somebody else, and they still will argue with it. They still argue against it. And tell you to delete it, though. They'll tell you to delete it and get rid of it, but they'll argue against it. You doctored that footage. That's not me. You photoshopped that. That's not me. I didn't say that. You can't prove I said that. Rabble. You authored those screenshots, and y'all will sit here and no, these screenshots are not altered. I took them from how are they altered? I took them from your phone and sent them to myself. The proof. That's why I tell people, y'all, if you don't want to be with the person anymore, you don't need a confession. Like, you can convict them in the court of your mind. You have the evidence. You have the proof. You don't need a confession from them. I've probably done 20 videos about this, y'all, because I had to do a refresher course. But you do not need a confession from a narcissist or a toxic person. You just don't. Honestly, you don't need a confession. Y'all want a signed affidavit of them saying that a signed affidavit of them saying that they did it, so you can work through it. And then, but a lot of times you want to work through it anyway. You give them the benefit of the doubt anyway. You want to work through it. You want to hold them accountable. They don't want to be held accountable. You're going to be, look, one thing I tell people, y'all, don't argue the truth. So many people get caught up in these dynamics and these relationships because you end up arguing the truth. You know what the truth is when you argue it. Why are you arguing the truth? They know what the truth is. They know that they did it. They know that they are guilty. You know that they're guilty. You know that they did it. Why are y'all arguing? Why are you arguing? Why are you wasting your energy, wasting your breath on arguing with this person who is not going to confess to you? They don't care about confessing to you. That's just the realistic part of it. They do not care about confessing to you because they don't think you're worth the confession. They know what they done. They were there. They did it. You know that they did it. They know that they did it. Why do you need to? I know people just like, well, we need them to be accountable. They're not going to be accountable to you. They're just not. Most of them are. Some, like, again, there will be some outliers that will confess to it and start crying and boo-hooing and threatening to go see God or whatever. You mean they'll threaten you to take their own. They'll take the. I'm going to unalive myself. Rapper. You know, they'll do that right there in that circumstance, in that situation. You know what I mean? They will. They absolutely will. You know what I mean? It just gets to that point in that dynamic or whatever, and I just feel like these situations occur when you're dealing with narcissistic people that I just feel like, you know what I mean? There's so much going on. You don't need a confession. You have it. You have the evidence. What more do you need? Honestly, seriously, ask yourself this question right now. You have the proof. You have the evidence. Yeah, you might be heartbroken right now, but what more do you need? If they've been cheating on you, they don't care that much about you, y'all. Especially if they've been cheating on you unprotected, raw. They've been clapping somebody else's cheeks raw or getting raw dogged by somebody else. They don't care about you like you think they do, or like they say they do. They don't. Like, so if the shoe was on the other foot and you were sleeping with somebody else unprotected, then going back home and sleeping with them, would you say you really love and care about that person? Would you care about keeping that person safe and protecting that person? No, you wouldn't. So why y'all convincing yourself that they somehow care about you when I love you though, I know I did, I love you, but then they'll start to blame you. I only did it because what you did and what you said. What about what you did? I didn't cheat on you. Well, you remember in 2008 when you liked that person's picture? That was 14 years ago. You did it. Did you not do it? Did you not do it? Did you not like that picture? Yeah, I liked the picture. You slept with somebody and I'm pregnant. Well, you did. We both made mistakes. Those are not equal. They're separate but equal. You know what I mean? They're talking about segregation. You know what I mean? Segregating the damn crimes against each other and things like that. I'm just telling you. You don't need a confession. Ask yourself, seriously, y'all, you have the proof, you have the evidence. What story are you telling yourself? Like, you know you're about to argue. I know sometimes y'all just want to see the look on their face that you know that they're caught. I get that. I understand that. If you plan on leaving, I feel like how do we hold them accountable? I feel like the best thing to hold them accountable is to just go to be as safely as possible, of course, is to leave them. That's the best way to hold people accountable right there, y'all. Honestly, it just is. The best way to hold people accountable is to cut off access to you. Y'all be so ready and eager to forgive somebody for doing something horrible to you. Like, it'd be blowing my mind sometimes. I'm like, yeah, ain't no way in hell you would not be forgiven for doing that to me. I'd be open and honest with that with people. I would tell them, I was like, there's no way I would forgive you for doing that to me. There's no way in hell I would forgive you for doing that to me. But everybody's not gonna be the same, y'all. I know y'all not. We all work there. Y'all leave. You're a narcissist. You don't understand forgiveness. I understand. I put myself out here to look silly as hell either. Like, they're gonna keep cheating on you. You forgive them for cheating on you one time. You forgive them for lying to you. They're gonna keep doing it. You blame them for keep doing it. But when you blame somebody else, you're giving them the power. Point it at you. Get it away. Give yourself the power to make a conscious decision where you want to leave or stay in this relationship dynamic. Seriously. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this thing short. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. Live in-person workshop coming in Virginia Beach, Virginia, September 24th, October 15th, Austin, Texas, and then also November 19th, Toronto, Canada. All these links are in my description. Check us out, y'all. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, mental illness is out. Peace.